Hi guys, welcome to the second pre-production vlog in my feature film development progress. A couple of different things to talk through today, the first of which is my exciting weapons arsenal. So I have a lot of BB guns that I did buy specifically for being film props, you know, like spray paint and black, and then that gives them a very realistic look. Which I did use briefly in my post-apocalyptic film What's Left. I sort of experimented with using the muzzle flash and some very basic kind of free download VFX for that. And I've always wanted to try and choreograph and film a proper firefight, which I might try and do with this film. And I'm thinking of using the guns as a plot point, as sort of like an illegal trade side business for the antagonist. You know, that'll help to escalate the plot and the narrative and the stakes. And will allow me to use them at some point. So time to go all John Wick and show you what we've got. I've got two pistols here. They both kind of... Okay. It's my mother requiring my plate for the dishwasher. Yeah, they both have magazines that come out and then you clock them and bang. I have used BB guns in the past with friends who just kind of like to shoot each other with it.
Alright, turn around.
I can't with the gun. As well as in a kind of film that never really came to a head that I was making that was just chaotic in every sense of the word. And I think the scene we used them in was we'd accidentally drugged ourselves on weed brownies, and then we found these kind of toy guns in the house and thought we were on some proper SAS military operation. So I'm looking forward to using them in a much more serious sense here. Next up we have the shotgun, also pump action. Love a good shotgun. Then we've got two more sort of like semi-automatic guns. This was the one I used in What's Left, which is why it's already spray painted. Obviously the rest of these haven't. Again, mags come out so we can like reload. This one's got a bit of a torch, so might utilise that in some capacity. But the crowning achievement and my most recent purchase is this sniper rifle. I've got to film it like this to capture it in its full glory. The beauty of the sniper rifle is that it is properly heavy. You know, the scope looks really good, and it's got a proper reload switch that you pull back, pull forward, gun down, and like that. So there will be the odd shootout purely because I want to make a shootout and try my hand at it. Also got this really old kind of toy crossbow that I might try and utilise in some capacity. This is really good fun. But the other big thing I wanted to talk about today is that I have an opening scene planned. Not only planned and scripted, but also storyboarded. And you might have seen from a couple of the storyboarding frames that the opening scene features the vigilante in full costume. And that's because this isn't going to be an origin story. I really don't find origin stories that compelling anymore. We've had so many of them in the superhero genre. And I do just prefer films that begin, narratively there's a term called en medias res, which means where you begin in the middle of things, quite literally in Latin. It feels less expositional as a narrative format, and then you can drip feed things into the film either through flashbacks or dialogue or whatever if you need to. But I'm very aware that doing a feature film, I do need to kind of keep audiences engaged for a little bit more, so I'm very conscious of wanting to dive straight into some of the more entertaining bits of the plot and the character. And tonally, this opening sequence is hopefully going to straddle that line between quite dark brutality and quite kind of satirical humour, because it's basically just showing this vigilante main character at the end of a night of crime fighting, essentially. Because I feel like we never really see that, even in the more kind of spoof parody films of superheroes and vigilantes. You never see the character just kind of the morning after going out all night and fighting crime. And this opening scene is going to take place sort of at sunrise, at dawn. He's had a night of kind of investigating things, and it sort of culminates in this kind of brutal fist fight. So I don't think the opening scene will change too much, which is why I storyboarded it. just because it's a good window into the character and hopefully the tone of the rest of the film. And I'm certainly using it as a bit of a springboard to see where it goes next, because I still don't have a full idea of where the plot's going. I have some rough idea of certain characters that I want to include and certain scenes, but again, the overarching plot is very much in the ether at the moment and yet to materialise on the page. So stay tuned for more next week, and I will keep you updated with more progress. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time for vlog number 3.